Welcome to another episode of the Nick and Dan Show. Nick? Dan?
Samuel.
Alright, Nick and Samuel Show. So, Samuel, can I call you Sam?
Yeah, I'd prefer if you didn't.
Alright, Samuel. So, it's a crazy world out there as of late.
It is.
You want to know what you gotta be to make it through?
Tell me, salesman.
You have to be a trooper.
Oh.
Now, maybe we should play the folks that, a song that kind of gets them in the mode.
I think so.
So they could be a trooper too.
I believe we should.
Here we go.
All right, then.
You take my life, but I take you too. You fire a musket fire, I'll run you through. So when you're waiting for the next attack, you better stand there to turn it back. The bugle sounds as the shot begins. Blood on the back until the body wins. The act of smoke comes to breath. And the blood takes a certain death. Oh. The hawky sparks of fury break the run. The mighty roar of the Russian guns. The angry race towards the human wall. The screams of pain as the comets fall. We hurl bodies down the yards of ground. And the Russians start another round. We get the years just far away. We will live to fight another day. Oh. We get so close, near enough to fight. When a Russian gets me in his sights, he pulls the trigger and I feel the blow. A bunch of rounds take my horse below. And as I lay there gazing at the sky, my body's numb and my throat is dry. And as I lay forgotten on the ground, without a tear I draw my parting ground. Oh. That was. Samuel, that's what you need to be a trooper.
Maybe a stormtrooper?
Ooh, I mean, are there benefits with being a stormtrooper? What's the health insurance here?
Not good.
So, I mean, what does it take to be a stormtrooper?
Not much.
So, just not being able to hit anything.
Definite qualification.
All right. Now, I mean, I feel like it's the helmet, personally.
It's like wearing a pumpkin.
It really is. Is there a suggestion box for the Empire to make mention of that?
It's a little tiny hole about 2 meters wide on the outside of a Death Star.
Got it. So hang on. Here it is. Oh!
Dude, you just bullseyed that womp rat in your T-16.
We'll be right back. Woo-chee! Hey rats, before we continue, just want to remind you to hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications. That way you keep up to date with all the cool new videos coming out weekly from Exham Priory.
Welcome back to Season 3 of the Nick and Dan Show. Now, Nick...
Yes, Dan. Wait, Samuel?
No, Dan.
Alright.
Yeah, that was just a...
Was that your alter ego?
Not really an alter ego, I just felt like fucking with you.
Alright, that works.
Yeah. Now, we here at the Nick and Dan Show really don't plan anything whatsoever. To be honest with you, when I show up to Nick's house, we have a 5-minute conversation outside, and bam, you get what you get.
Yep.
Now, in seasons past,
Mm-hmm.
there has been some planning involved. Which,
yeah, we're using that fast and loose, aren't we?
yeah, you know, I mean, the planning in the beginning worked out on paper and then just died on the table within, I don't know, a couple episodes.
Yeah,
And,
that's usually how plans go, though. They never go the way you expect them to,
Yeah.
or at all.
So what you saw on season 1 and 2 was a condensed version of many, many, many hours spent filming
And drinking.
and trying to come up with ideas to entertain you people.
And drinking.
And we kind of set it on the back burner. There really wasn't going to be a season 3, and then this guy decided to con me into it.
So I said I conned you into it. I definitely got you to agree to it on the air in season 2. Just, it took us a while to get back.
I was bamboozled.
You were bamboozled. That's
Yeah.
a good word right there. Bamboozled.
So-
Use it at least once this week.
Maybe twice.
Ooh, really
Look for
pushing it.
Look for it in your local word search.
There you go.
Now, Nick, because we don't plan, and
True.
we really don't have a plan for this episode,
Yeah.
what if we take the people back and kind of give them a little bit of an inside look at what it takes to do an episode of this glorious Nick and Dan show we've created?
Well, first of all, you need to have beer available, which I realize I don't have at the moment because, again, not much for planning, and
No.
I completely forgot to grab myself and Dan a beer before we came in here to the tower.
And we're kind of under a time crunch, so we really don't have time to cut, paste, go get a beer, come back, and, you know.
Plus, no, that's been the joy of season 3. What you see is actually what we film.
Pretty much.
There really hasn't been much for editing. I know there's been a couple of moments where I've gotten, a little overzealous with the zoom ins or the Ken Burns zoom. You really got Ken Burns it up.
Yeah.
But, because, iMovie, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, not much for editing with this season.
Not really. And as evidence of that, a couple of weeks ago, when I got thunderstruck, just went for a loss of words. It happened to be thunderstorming outside, and the thunderclap came in at a perfect time.
Really did.
It did. So,
Really did. Even start of this episode, you may have heard one of my cats meowing behind the door over here because we closed that door so they can't get in.
That's right.
So really not much for planning or editing as of late, and it's made things a lot more enjoyable.
It
But-
really has.
Let's go back, all right, season 1. Season 1, utter shit show for the most part.
Season
Just-
1, we were idiots. We had no idea.
Right. It was literally us intending to work on stuff, and then we got, not lazy, but tired.
Yeah.
Because by the end of the week, we get to the end of the week, it's the weekend, and we're both exhausted and didn't feel like getting into projects. So
Exactly.
it started to move over into just us with the camera and drinking.
Mm-hmm.
And then quickly progressed into an excuse to invite our friends and other musicians over to also drink with us, and occasionally we left them mentally scarred.
It did, but I gotta say, a contributing factor to the utter just landslide into alcoholic just abomination was the fact that it was not at either one of our homes. It
Well,
was at somebody
season
else's
1
location.
Season 1 was in your garage.
Yeah, but I'm talking season 2.
Oh, God, we haven't
Yeah.
even gotten to season 2.
Yeah,
So, season 1, just us hanging out in Dan's garage, the Rust Belt Chop Shop, the original location of the Nick and Dan show, and drinking.
yes,
Literally just drinking all day long.
heavily.
And, I mean, those episodes, I can't remember how long each episode ran for. I want to say some graced into getting near the hour mark.
Yeah, I'm going to say we tried to ballpark it around a half an hour, and then we just
Yeah.
let the coattails off. And,
It was all over. Some episodes were 5 minutes long. Some episodes were a half hour. There was definitely a few that got close to an hour.
Mhm.
Regardless, those you're talking, we were filming for hours and hours on end.
on a Mac laptop sitting on top of my tool cart.
Yep.
Where we stood, there were tape marks on my garage that eventually got peeled off because I work on cars.
Yep.
But yeah, it was a shit show. But we tried.
We did.
We prevailed.
We did.
We learned.
Maybe.
Kind of.
We got drunk.
Yeah.
That's for damn sure.
And then we came into season 2.
So season 2, we got approached actually in one of the final episodes of Nick and Dan season 1 by Scott Leffler from All WNY Radio.
Mm-hmm.
And he brought us into the office and wanted us to be part of All WNY.
Yes.
And we took him up on it initially. It was a different venture. We figured a different market, see what would happen from there.
Mm-hmm.
We had a lot of plans. We had guests lined up, musical guests. We were really going to make it into more of an online talk show.
We had planning meetings.
We did.
We sat in his backyard with paper and pen and wrote down ideas, wrote down musical guests.
We
Wrote
did.
down what we wanted to do.
We had them all scheduled and everything, and then life got in the way.
Absolutely.
Weather, schedules,
vehicle problems.
Jamie crashing the tall man. Guys, we love you. And one of these days, we'll get back together where you don't have vehicle issues.
Mm-hmm.
It really became so much work.
It was a logistical nightmare.
It was. I mean, while we had some fun instances like the commercials, and
God, the commercials.
I think we're actually going to drop the commercials on our YouTube channel very soon, just because even though there are some people that appear in them that we don't care for all that much anymore, they were comedic gold.
Absolutely.
So there definitely was some fun instances, but they came around to we just inviting all of our friends, musicians that we knew, having cases of beer. Cases, and just handing out beers, and we're all just hanging around partying.
Yeah.
But then we got to the actual episodes, again, we were talking hours of filming.
8 hours worth of filming for one episode, generally.
Yeah, it was a lot of work, and it really did. I know it took its toll on you, for sure. And I mean, it did take its toll on me. I still wanted to move into a season 3 eventually, but I knew we needed to take time off. I could tell just by how you were coming in each week, and we had, at times, nothing to talk about.
Not at all.
Especially when guests would cancel because of various reasons, and it just got really tough. So, we took, 2 years off?
2 years off and a little convincing, and with, I would say, more of my suggestion of just a stripped down, raw, let's you and I do this sort of thing.
Which brings us to our third home.
Hooray!
So we went from Rust Belt Chop Shop to the All WNY studio.
Correct.
And now we are here in the tower.
Where I lost my hair, so I cannot let you up.
Well referenced, buddy. Very nice.
Thank you.
A little Rapunzel or Tangled reference right there.
Mm-hmm.
You ever seen the movie Tangled?
I have.
It's a good movie. I like that
It
one.
is.
I like the, what is it, Pascal?
Yes.
Little lizard.
Yes.
He's fun. He's adorable. I like him. If you haven't seen Tangled, go check it out. Disney, you owe me 5 cents. Or we're going to get sued. I'm not really sure which.
Probably going to get sued.
Whatever. I've always made an effort to piss everybody off with this show. Why stop now?
Another
Disney,
bullet point.
fuck off. But I love your stuff, honestly.
Send me a baby Yoda.
Ooh, baby. But he's not Baby Yoda. It's a baby whatever they are. It's the child.
I don't give a fuck. I want a baby Yoda.
He wants a Baby Yoda. Disney, send Dan a Baby Yoda and send me 5 cents.
And whatever that little roly ball droid thing is.
Ooh, BB-8. I love BB-8.
Yeah, him.
Yes.
Him. Give me him.
But now we're in season 3. Yeah, like Dan said, we get together, we talk for about 5 minutes, or maybe the week before we throw like, hey, what do you want to talk about next week? No clue. Think about it. And then neither of us ever thinks about it, and we get to day of filming, and we just kind of come up with stuff. We pick songs on the fly that usually neither of us really know fully.
Not really.
But that's kind of how this season plays out.
Well, I mean...
And I like it.
I like it too. I mean, life got in the way, so,
It did.
you know, we don't
have guests or anything right now. We might get back to that eventually, but I don't know.
But I mean, the thing is, you and I have a long history together.
We do.
So I feel like just you and I sitting in a room talking to you people is a great way
It really
to have
is.
season 3.
And Dan, Yeah, it's been another fun episode, and I think we are out of time.
That's what
So
that
guys,
means.
thank you for joining us, and we will see you guys next week with another awesome cover and a little more awesome conversation. Peace.
I gotta take a shit.